so you do play with cars.
Yeah,
You're
quite a
like,
bit.
Okay.
That car's my wife's car.
She didn't build it, did she? Did she help you?
Well,
sometimes.
Yeah, sort
sometimes the wife really can get in there and just give you some support. Bring you.
She's done that.
Bring you dinner out there or something.
She's got the interest in it, which allows me to do it. So that makes it a lot easier.
Me too. Mine will pick the colors, and color code everything, and it really comes out good when she does that. Because I'm lame when it comes to making something look good. I could work on it, but
yeah, we'll have to look at that T-Bird again. She picked that out, right?
Oh yeah, let her. Yeah, she's the one who did the color stuff. In fact, you know what? I put some soup on the stove, and I'm not sure if she realizes it's there. I need to go check that. You guys, let me look around.
Okay, we'll do that.
Check out these. The old trucks had to do with my 52 Ford. That's why I have so many of these.
Oh yeah.
Get them talking.
Got all kinds of cars.
Man, I just don't see. How does he say that? Where do I start?
Yeah, no.
Well, I think it just became, when he got down here, excavating is his business, and every time he turned around, he was running into these cars out in a field or in somebody's barn, and he noticed how well preserved that they were in comparison to the ones up in New York area, and he just started buying them. And we met about 3 years ago, and I came out to look at a Mustang he had for sale, and I was just doing one at a time. And then he said, well, you know, I need some help marketing my cars. He said, you know, I don't do real good with the computer and stuff, and so he said, would you be interested in helping me do that? So that's kind of how we got started together.
The website's nice. Is it easy to navigate?
Well, good. Thank you.
A lot on there, a lot of information.
I started the website on December the 27th. I worked on it during my Christmas vacation, and on December the 27th, it was Monday when I was going back to work after Christmas, I turned it on, and last month we just went over 100,000 viewers in the not quite a year yet.
Well, that's the way to reach the people nowadays.
Yeah, everybody likes to surf the web and do their shopping, or I mean, a lot of people. We still get some guys. I had a guy the other day, he called me and he asked me about some particular vehicle, and I said, well, what's your address or email address? And he said, I don't have an email. And I said, you don't have an email address? He said, no, sir, but you can mail them to me. And I said, no. I said, I'll come to your house and show them to you on my phone before I'll try to mail them to you, or, you know, take my laptop with me. But that was pretty funny when every once in a while I run into somebody that doesn't have an email address or do the email. They still use the old Hemmings catalog or magazine that comes out. Well, let's go back through here, guys, and then we'll go over and look at the other yard. Here's a few more here. I don't know if y'all got over here yet.
There's the old Ranchero.
Yeah. It's a 49 Chevy Deluxe, 2-door, 57 150. We got a 69 Chevelle.
Bird Colt. B-I-B-I-R-D. Bird. Coltgen, yeah, in Waco.
This is a pretty clean 69 Chevelle. It's not a super sport or anything, but it's got a pretty decent body. And a 69 Olds Cutlass, and this 71. We have got more calls on this car. I'm surprised somebody hadn't picked it up yet.
They're a very popular car, and they're basically the same body as the Chevelle.
Is a restoring project. Popular restoring.
Yeah. 'Cause that's the biggest thing, you know. The average guy, he can't go buy a $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 car. So he's looking for something he can get going and play with on the weekends and get it running and driving, and then he can start working on the body and, you know, getting that kind of thing little by little. That seems to be the biggest customers we've got so far. And then occasionally we'll get somebody that redoes cars for a living, and then when they get through with one project, they'll come sell it and come get them another project. I was just talking to a lady this morning. Her and her husband own a shop, and they just finished I think it was a 55 or 56 Chevy pickup, and now they're going to go do an 60. They're looking at that Mustang Fastback over there. Now here's one of my favorites is the 57 Bel Air. This is a pretty solid car, very little rust, no rust through in the floor. It's already kind of apart, so you know you don't even have to really go through a whole lot of disassemble. He's got the front end up there sitting in front of it. The motor's already been taken out. Looks like something's making a nest right there.
It sure does, don't it?
Huh. Kind of low, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
These wasps think it's summertime again.
Yeah, I was looking at a car this morning, and I think it had a honeybee hive in it because honeybees just kept coming out of it. Here's a two-door Plymouth Savoy. This one runs. The engine runs.
Is that a Cooter or a Lons?
That's a Duster, Gold Duster, I think is what that one actually is called. And then there's a little 58 Jeep, Willis Jeep next to it. And this one's got a 318 in it. Or it may have the 340.
A Duster. My grandmother had one of those. She used to drive.
They were hot dogs back in the day.
Our pastor, when he was going through seminary, he had a Demon. Somebody said, that don't seem right. The pastor, conflict of interest there. So that ain't right, driving a Demon. And then here's a couple more 5 windows. This is a 3/4 ton, the brown one.
Man, I'm glad we came out because you don't find this in the big city much.
Yeah, this first time I came out, I thought, man, I feel like a kid in a candy store. And then I don't know if y'all saw this one on the end. Ken just bought this one recently. We had another collector here in Burleson that contacted me, or his brother did, and said he's got 115 vehicles. So I took Ken over there first because I knew if he saw something. This is a telephone truck.
I was going to say, it looked like an old telephone truck.
Yeah, I think Ken's dad or his uncle or somebody in the family used to work for the phone company and, you know, had one like this back in the 50s. And so Ken went in there and he bought 5 or 6 of them. He said, I'll take that one, that one, that one, that one, and that one, just that quick. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, he certainly knows what he has got an eye for.
And it's funny dealing with a lot of these collectors. Of course, Ken was the first one, and I've had people come out ready to buy a car, and he'd say, "Yeah, I don't think I want to sell that one," and they're ready to give me money.
That's hard to.
And I said, "Ken, you can't do that to me." And he's gotten better, and sometimes you'll see almost a tear start to roll out of his eye.
That sentimental thing going.
Yeah. He's got I think it's a 25 or 26 Model T inside the container there. And he's got a 47. Did you open that up there, Sean?